cybercrime law. So that's a position that we made. As for Southeast Asia, I think there are attempts to have Asia-wide something like fact-checking initiative, but so far the initial meetings that I have said is that it's so difficult because unlike Europe, Southeast Asia is so diverse. So like the problem of Myanmar is so different from the problem of the Philippines, the problem like in Singapore. So well, the idea is there, but I don't know if it will finally if we can achieve that. But I think one good thing about in the Philippines, Mariette mentioned about Check 98. There's a collaborative effort among media groups in the Philippines to have a collaborative fact checking. That's one step forward towards fighting disinformation. As to the question of Ms. Corpus about how should those who are how should we be affected by the EJ case, something like that?
Prevails of the marginalized. I will call the media marginalized apparently. And the 27,000. Because the ordinary Filipinos who are just making their living don't feel really involved in this high-tech thing. Do you know that the Duterte regime doesn't really operate that way in high-tech? They have this Papa Ministry. Do you know that?
Yeah.
Papa Ministry. Well, if you don't do that, you should research more.
But anyway, I think we should all be concerned about, even if we are not involved, don't have relatives among the 27,000 killed, we should be feel involved because it's the impunity, of the killing that should worry us, the inhumanity of about those killing that should really concern us. So we should be concerned even if we are not affected by
our daily problems of economic and the third has the kappa. Do you know what kappa is?
I was just going to respond now. I understand the way you feel because this was exactly what happened in 1973 after the arrests of the journalists and the activists and the lawyers. And if you go back over history, and we've seen some of this already, people felt that it was better in the streets, right? Exactly what they had. There were a lot of classified documents that were released in the United States, including CIA daily briefings to the president that actually quoted that. But I'll also go back over history and quote to you one of the most famous Holocaust poems of all time. This is the one that, and I'm taking it actually from the Inquirer. First, they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews. Remember, this is the worst human I can't put it into words what happened during this time. And I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. I always read the history books and tried to understand how people could allow this to happen. The last phrase is, then they came for me and there was no one left to speak for me. This was a poem by Martin Niemöller, and the Inquirer pushed it down to one sentence for today, for the Philippines today. And their protest sign read, first they came, I guess this is what they put up. First they came for the journalists. We don't know what happened after that. That's Inquirer. I understand the way you feel. Gosh, I wish I could also you know, I can ignore all of it. It's just nagkataon lang po. Ako po this is my watch. I came of age at this time. And kung tutusin po, ayoko naman pong may kaaway, di ba? Sino po ang may gusto na may kaaway? And we want the best for all of us, for our entire nation. But as journalists, our mission is to reflect your views, and I hope we do. We're not trying to fight the administration. All we are trying to do is to hold to this constitution that 102 million Filipinos agreed to. This is our rule of the land. And so that's all we're doing. If the Constitution changes tomorrow, great. But that means that this very hard-won democracy that in 1986, we coined the phrase people power, which many are now throwing away, but we actually began this entire people power movement all around the world. That's something that, you know, you don't just throw away without a fight. Ganun lang po. Hindi po namin kaaway yung kung may iba pong pananaw. Pero po sa amin, ito po yung trabaho namin eh. Sinabi po ng mga pulis sa akin nung ina-aresto ako, "Ma'am, pasensya na po, trabaho lang po." Ma'am, pasensya lang po, trabaho lang po.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. So, yes, a very important.
Just responding to the one raised earlier regarding regulatory remedies. Ma'am Ressa mentioned earlier the DDoS attack on Alter Media, Bulatlat and Codao. A foreign entity helped them trace the source of the attack and at the same time provided certain assistance. This foreign entity likewise experienced attacks from the same IP address, and they immediately wrote or reported the attack to the DICT. I think this is the regulatory agency regarding this kind of thing. I think they never received any response from the DICT, nor the DICT ordered an investigation, because this is already a report on a wrongdoing, which is different on the Bicoy case, because they immediately launched an investigation on Bicoy. But here, there's already a report of a wrongdoing within their jurisdiction, and yet they did not conduct an investigation, nor they did request the PNP or the NBI Cyber Crime Division to do the investigation. So this is the state of our law enforcement agencies and our regulatory agencies in the Philippines. You cannot obtain any remedy from them nor get protection from them.
Thank you. Yes, very
Well, just 2 minutes concluding remarks. Una, Maria, you cannot go on meeting like this. Anyway, it is said that good people change others. Better people try to change the system. The best ones change themselves. So I hope that when we approach the midterm, June 30, 2019, that Duterte will change. This may disappoint you, but I have not given up on him because his success is yours and mine, his failure is yours and mine. So sumbong ko sa nanay niya, nakasama namin na mamarcha sa Davao. She was the head of the Yellow Friday movement doon. So I still hope that beginning with this language, huwag ka sanang mura ng mura, no? Very hard to teach the young to be courteous. Kaya, I don't expect him to be like Churchill. My colleague has committed a case of terminological inexactitude, meaning LIE, nag-lie. But I do hope he will stop cursing, because we have to teach the young the cortesia ng kita la valentia. Courtesy doesn't detract from valor. One can be courteous and still be brave. So yun lang ang huling ko na I hope that when he reaches June 30, there will be a new Duterte thereafter. And I hope that he will really enter into himself and have more respect for human life, for human dignity. Dahil sa ngayon, walang pag-alang sa buhay ng tao, sa dignidad ng tao. And he should stop commenting on the guilt of anyone. Kasi kinokondem si Laila, etc. When Nixon tried to comment on the guilt of Charles Manson and company for the brutal rape murder na Sharon Tate, the public, American public and the American were quick to conclude, and he was quick to apologize that the White House never meant to prejudge the case. So yun na lang po at maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Attorney. So we don't have time for more questions. I think Attorney Saguisag already gave the last words for our speakers as well. So thank you very much to our speakers. You have maybe a group photo with the speakers and also tokens for them. So thank you very much.